walked right there. We have 5 mics.
Yeah, for the first time on.
Oh, yeah.
How's that sound? Test it out?
Well.
Nice. Alrighty then, guys. My name is Monty. It is Monday. It is the first Monday of the month, which is the only comedy night in all of downtown Hillsboro. Round of applause, everyone. Nice. Solid round of applause from my soundboard and my wife. Today we're doing a show. The show is called It Wasn't Me. It Wasn't Me is a show where we have 3 special guest comedians submitting stories about a specific topic. Today's topic is crime. That's a crime sound effect right there. Our first special guest comedian of the night, a story submitter, we have Anthony Martin. Woo! That's Anthony Martin right there. Hello. Anthony Martin runs a show. His show is called Roasted Coffee, where he gives out free coffee in exchange of being roasted by local comedians. That's cool. It's on YouTube. One of your clips with Tasia actually had, how many views on it?
It's at 11 million now.
11 million views. Babe, can I get a ooh? Ah. You've impressed my wife, Anthony. One of the comedians that is in that video and also here tonight, a story submitter of tonight, is Tasia Reed. Round of applause for Tasia Reed.
Come on down.
Come on down.
I just happened to jump the gun. I was already sitting.
Yeah. Tasia, I'll have you sit right here in the middle.
Okay.
Tasia is a house favorite. The owner, the staff, like her a lot more than me, to be honest. Why? Because she's funnier. Here you go, Tasia. That belongs to you.
And her penis is bigger.
Oh, jeez, man. Come on, guys.
Is that working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Our story reader of the night. This gentleman is a comedian. He is in the local scene. He's not submitting stories today, but instead reading them out. Round of applause for Carlos Romero. He's so handsome. Is it his youth? Is it his skin tone? Is it his glasses? All we know is that my wife wishes I had what he has. Good looks. All right. Brother, what you have here is the soundboard. If they get it right, if they get it wrong, and then you can hold your mic to this Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, that's what happens if you get it wrong. And the audience, they'll do things like this. That is one laugh of my wife, yeah. So these 3 comedians, we've submitted stories. Tonight's topic.
3?
Now, these 3 specifically, my name's Monty, by the way. My name's Monty. I'm the local who spoke to the owner and had really good shows about a year ago, and since then we've been just really trying to make it keep going, you know? Us 3 have submitted stories on the topic of crime, and then our 4th special guest comedian, his job will be to identify who the story belongs to as we all take turns denying. The show is called It Wasn't Me. We're going to say things like, it wasn't me, explain why it wasn't, as our 4th comedian will be trying to identify whose story it belongs to. And that comedian is a Big Lee. Round of applause for Big Lee, y'all.
Yeah.
Big Lee came to a mic maybe 7 months ago here.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Probably about that long ago.
Yeah. Haven't seen him since, though.
I live a little ways away.
Far away, yeah. Round of applause if you're a comedian and you drove here from Portland or further away.
Beaverton.
Yeah. Nice. Well, yeah, guys, that's basically how it goes. That's the show. We also have pizza. Pizza's been brought to you by Pizzeria, best pizza in downtown Hillsboro. Baby, can you be so kind and bring that here to the table? I love you with all my heart. She's such a hottie, guys.
Are the wigs part of the crime? Are you even wigs or just decorations?
These are wigs.
Okay.
Wave crimes.
Okay, all right.
Oh wow. Dang. Everyone say ooh. Ah. She made these herself.
They look delicious.
My wife's like, this marriage is already difficult. Please don't task me with to-dos.
Thank you for bringing us that.
Round of applause for Heidi. She's so gorgeous.
Thank you, Mrs. Monty's wife.
Yes, yes. My advice is marry a woman with a beautiful angry face. That way she's still pretty when she's mad at you. All
Do
right.
you have any advice for finding a woman? Because that is my problem.
Finding a woman. Always marry a woman who has a beautiful angry face and an ugly sister. It's not good for a marriage, a beautiful sister-in-law. That's unhealthy. Bad advice, I imagine. All right, Carlos, your job would be saying story number 1, story number 2. Do you need a pen to write down the score, or can you do it on your phone? How are you thinking of doing that? Babe?
I need a pen.
A pen. May I have a pen, my love? I'll give to you. There's a big cup full of pens over there. I forgot our...
Just do it on your phone.
Man,
I'll do it on my phone. It's fine.
You're
It's fine.
fine.
It's fine.
Yes.
You're one
You just
request
sit there and
away.
be his beautiful wife.
Yes.
Tasha's always said, like, what a cute couple, but after I ask her to do things, Tasha's like, damn, it must be horrible. Monty said, brother, why did... Oh, whoa, round of applause for the...
Hey,
$5. Yeah.
$5 pens.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. That is Mark.
Shout out Mark.
Shout out Mark.
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 Yeah. I think his name is Mark. He definitely gives off Mark vibes.
His name's not Mark, that's crazy.
No, he's a good guy, and he's talked to the owner a couple times about asking me not to come back.
Mark is actually the last bartender we had to kill to get this job. That's how bartenders work, right?
Mark left Pizza Rio for a while, hoping that I would be gone by the time he came back. He came back, I was still here. All right, guys, so yeah, you say story number 1, you read out the points. Big Lee, you guess who it is. We all have to just make sure you say at one point, it wasn't me. All right, so story number 1. Seemed like the right sound effect.
All right. Oh shit. Hold on, my bad. I lost the story. All right. Story number 1. Story number 1. Story number 1. I had to cut a friend off because he kept dating underage girls,
Oh my gosh.
and I told his family.
Jesus.
Monty, what's your
That-
defense on this?
That wasn't me. Why? Because I'm immediately ashamed that that story was told here at the restaurant. It wasn't me. Jesus.
That was, your defense is that was me because I wouldn't have brought that up.
I wouldn't have. Goodness gracious.
All right, Tasia, what's your?
That's believable.
That wasn't me because I don't think I would admit that I had ever been friends with a person who was doing shit like that. So yeah, I would just take that to the grave.
It does seem like a female thing to flex cutting friends off, though.
That is true. That is a very female thing to do.
That is a very
I had to cut a friend off. Yeah, I would never. Carlos, have you ever cut a friend off?
Yeah, I actually have.
Oh, well, have you ever been like, I had to cut him off?
No.
Yeah.
Carlos and
I've never had to say I had to. I was just like, nah, bro. I don't know what you're
Okay.
doing.
Carlos just stopped returning my text messages after I made a specific joke once.
Okay.
Anthony, what's your defense?
This wasn't me because I don't have enough friends.
It's a cut
I don't have that many friends, and that's fucking crazy. No, that wasn't me.
Oh man.
Big Lee, what's your
I don't know.
predicament?
As a guy, I would like to think that guys aren't cutting guys off for shit like that. Because
What?
we just weird like that. We're just weird like that for some reason.
We're ride or die.
Honestly, dude, I did have a friend. All right, I will kind of side with that because I did have a friend who dated a high schooler, and I stopped talking to him for a little bit, but he's still dating that high schooler.
Let's try to get
Like,
Big
you're
You're
like-
saying it
you're
worked
like-
out? What are you trying to say?
Didn't you graduate high school like 2 years ago? Like, what the fuck?
Bigley's like, I'm dating high schoolers now.
Oh my gosh, I wish we can get to the next story.
Also, this doesn't seem like something like guys. Guys normally like don't tell their guy friends that shit.
We don't talk about our relationships because we're not like.
Like that's normally something that a guy finds out about his friend through like somebody else.
Like the news.
Yeah, or like I was gonna say social media, but that's the news nowadays. That is the news nowadays. But it also seems like something from somebody older, and Anthony is older than Tasia and Carlos, so it does seem like an older person's.
Carlos didn't
situation.
submit any stories. It's just the
Oh,
between
just
the
the
three of us.
Okay, yeah, okay. So that does, all right. Well, that does seem like something older.
Damn, Monty old as fuck.
I love how much
right.
your wife laughs.
You're right. That does seem like something that that.
My wife is 34. She hasn't been young in years.
Like this doesn't seem like something that happened in the last few years. Like this seems like something that happened like a decade, 10, 15 years ago. When you
Yeah,
cut
that's
that
some shit you
person
can
off.
probably get away with.
Yeah, back then you can't get away with that shit now. No, I'm gonna have to go with you, Monty. I'm sorry.
You think that was my story?
Yeah, I think that was your story, man.
Go ahead, hit him.
That story is brought to you by Anthony Martin.
I was right about the age thing though. I just picked the wrong.
Anthony, what happened? Anthony, what was your reason?
What was his first and last name? And is he still in the community?
I'm sure you find him on a registry somewhere.
No, he was a guy that I knew back in my hometown, and it was just something where like they're like, hey, we're inviting so and so over. He's dating high school, and I'm like, oh, is she 18? They were like, no, and I'm like, oh, then why are you here? Like, what? You're doing what now? Why are we hanging out? And then like we find out like he gets invited to another thing, and I'm like, why are we inviting this dude? And it's like, oh no, he's not dating that girl, or he's dating a different girl. But she was also in high school. So I'm like, I'm noticing a pattern here. And I knew the guy's family, and like it was literally, I was keeping me up at night, and I had to talk to his.
Anthony was like
How old
sick.
were you guys?
Yeah, I was about to say, how
I was
old are y'all?
23.
23?
Like I said, it sounded like something that happened a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Because the thing that popped in my head of like, this isn't just like what about the ones he isn't telling us about?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, then I started getting creeped out, and I'm like, somebody's got to know. But I can't take this to the police. They'll be like,
You're like, I'll tell
"We're
his,
next."
I'll
Like,
tell
I
his
don't
grandma. Even treat his grandma.
No, I knew his
So you decided
sister and his brother.
You decided to tell it wasn't me at Pizario's? Is that who you decided to tell?
I guess so. Yeah.
I had a similar situation with a friend, but not with underage women. But somebody sent me I never found out who this number was to this day. Somebody sent me a random link to a childhood friend of mine's OnlyFans account that I didn't know he had.
All right, so story number 2.
Was this supposed to be PG? What was going on?
Yeah, Monty, what is going on?
Yeah.
It's crime, bro.
Just said the topic is crime.
Is this or isn't it crime? I was thinking about crimes, and I'm like, what's the closest I've gotten to crime? I'm like, that's probably one of the
It
worst.
was like a text now number. Like I never found out who it was a fake number type shit.
Our next show will be vacation stories. All right.
Safer.
Yeah.
All right, story number 2. I've seen 2 people get shot when I was a kid. The first time was in front of a Walgreens. The second time was at my first house party. Let's go with Anthony this time. Anthony, defend me. Why isn't it you?
Because I'm white.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Are you looking at
yeah.
Anthony?
No, it wasn't.
Does Anthony seem like
Yeah.
somebody that would watch a shooting outside of a Walgreens? Like,
And not snitch?
I'm calling the authorities
much
immediately.
more of a
He
Whole
does
Foods.
call the police. He just said that.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, let's not make this about me right now. It wasn't me because I go to CVS instead of Walgreens.
I was going to say Whole Foods, but okay, that's all right. Fair.
I I go to
They got
the
Zupins out here, right? It's not Whole Foods, it's not Zupins.
I go to the
No,
Zupin
there's
in
Whole
Garden
Foods.
State.
There's Whole Foods out here? Okay.
Yeah, there's a Whole Foods down the road.
Alright, that's fair. That's cool.
All right, Tasia, what's your defense on this?
It wasn't me because I grew up in an affluent neighborhood. I don't think that, I mean, I'm sure people had guns, but they weren't like shooting them at other people. Yeah, no, there's no way. I've grown up in a very privileged life.
No,
I was never allowed to go out to house parties.
What state did you grow up in?
Nevada.
Are guns legal there?
Las Vegas, bro.
Yeah,
Guns
yeah.
aren't legal in California.
Tasia's from the city of Sin, and she's only half white, so I
That's
think.
exactly what I was going to say. I was like, Tasia's only half white, so there's a limit to the privilege that she experienced. Like, she
Tasia
doesn't
had-
get the full white privilege.
Tasia had that thing on herself, so she wasn't afraid.
She's talking about I lived a privileged life. I was like, all right, let's cap that. Like, let's a cap to that privilege.
All right, Monty, what's your defense?
That story wasn't me. That story wasn't me. It wasn't me because if it was me, I would bring it up while meeting everyone. I would be like, hey, you know what? Do you know what I survived once? Someone else's murder attempt. You know, like I wasn't involved. I was nearby. I tell people when I see a scary movie. I'm definitely telling people about something like that, just for the joy of conversation. So yeah, it wasn't me because if it was, you would have known by now. It would be part of my Instagram bio.
Monty's like, you know why I'm qualified for this job? I saw 2 people get shot outside of a Walgreens.
I was the surviving witness. Yeah.
All right, Big Lee, who do you think it is?
I'm gonna have to go with Tasia here just because of the house party aspect of the story.
Right?
We wouldn't get invited to house parties.
Yeah.
I feel like she was the cause of this shooting at the house party. Like she's the one that kicked it all off. It was like, oh, you here with her? All right, bet. Wait till you go outside, bro. All right. Shoot it.
It was two jealous dudes. It was two jealous
It
dudes.
was 2 jealous dudes, and she probably was the prettiest girl in the party.
I called
Somebody
dibs on
got shot
Tasia.
over her, yeah.
No, I called dibs on
It
Tasia.
always happens like that.
Bro.
Always how it goes down. Either that or you get your shoes stepped on. Pick your.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what it was.
Carlos fired off a little early on the sound.
Yeah.
Did it again, and when you do the sound, put your mic to the.
I did.
Oh, okay. One more time.
Were you the cause of it?
I
They
was
were
not the
fighting over
cause
you?
of either of these shootings.
It was like I was 12.
Tasia's the most religious, and this is the beginning of her interest in religion. She's like, oh my god.
I want to see God soon.
Yeah, no, yeah, almost twice.
She's like Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction. She's like the Lord.
It's a whole wing of niggas in prison that went to jail over a girl, bro. I swear.
Tasia, tell us how you provoked this crime.
The first one was when I was about 10 years old, outside the Walgreens. I was with my mom. We were getting out of the car, and this guy had gotten thrown out of. They like pulled up. They threw him out of the car, and then they started shooting at him. And me and my mom had to hide behind our car. And then we saw the guy. He had been shot once in the chest and then once in the leg, and he was still walking, which was very impressive. And we were like, okay, we're gonna call 911. He was like, no, I'm good. He just hobbled off into the night, and we never saw him again.
My name's Tasia. I lived a very privileged life.
I was trying to sell it, man.
Well, what about the second one?
And the second one was at a house party. I had told my parents that I was sleeping over at my friend's house, which is how it started. I didn't even know we were going to this house party. Went over for a sleepover. She was like, we're going to a party. So we snuck out of her house, and we went to this party. And we were all, like, it was like this abandoned house. But it was in a neighborhood. But like all like the windows and everything were all boarded up. Like we were not supposed to be there. And everybody was dancing in the living room, and I was kind of in like the front, like I guess formal room by the door, and I was kind of just watching everybody and whatever. And then I heard this like loud noise, and all these guys like bust through the door, and I felt literally this is like the craziest thing. I like felt a bullet go past me, and they just started shooting up the party, and I ducked, and we made it out. And one of the girls, after like I had found my friend that I went with, I watched one of the girls pull her brother out of the house, and he was bleeding, and she was crying and screaming and asking everybody to call the ambulance for her brother because he was dying.
You're like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Don't document my presence.
I swear, I've
Shut
seen
the
this
fuck
on
up.
First 48 before. That story was on First 48. I've seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah.
This
All
makes
right.
me want to hang out with Tasia less. Tasha's crazy bad luck, I swear. Since
I had pretty
said-
good luck. I didn't get shot twice. All right.
Yeah, but people around you got shot twice. So
I didn't know them. They weren't with me.
Oh, wow.
All right, story number 3.
Oh, Rick, can you read the points?
Points so far: Big Lee 1, Tasia 0, Anthony 1, and then Monty 0.
Nice.
All right.
I'm gonna get that little Pablo or what was his name?
Yeah, and as a trophy for best story today, we have the Saint Juan Diego or Carlos Diego, something pretty Mexican. And why do we have this as a trophy for the best story? Because if you have this kind of crime in your life,
Something pretty
you need
Mexican.
religion.
Is there, this definitely looks like a Mexican Jesus right here. This is Jesus.
That's Juan Pablo, bro.
That's a,
Yeah, Juan Pablo. Nice.
This is Juan Pablo.
Nah, you see that
This
guy like every other week in Mexico.
This guy?
He's selling blankets.
I'm so because this guy.
Yeah, bro.
Driving through the
I have like
park,
5
this
cousins. I have 5 cousins that look exactly like that.
Who's Mexican here? Where did this come from? What is this?
I bought it at the Mexican store as a trophy. Yeah.
But like, what were you doing?
I was looking for trophies.
You're not Mexican.
They sell handmade tortillas at that
He's
grocery
married to
store.
a Mexican. He had Mexican.
My
Your
wife
wife.
is
Okay, I was about to say, cause like where the fuck did this is like finding black Jesus in Anthony's house. Like, where did this come from, bro?
When I met you, bro, did I have dreadlocks still?
No, I don't think I ever seen you with dreads.
Big Lee's like, thank God I didn't see you with dreads.
I had like 13 years of dreads, man. They were down. I had the N1 pants, didn't even know.
Did you donate it? Did you cut it off?
I still have it at my house,
Still have it?
actually. Yeah.
I know a lot of
It's been
people
2
that
years.
keep their hair. Yeah, I know a lot of people that
I have it above my door like it's like deer horns or something.
You use it for like insulation at the like the door bottom, you know what I mean?
Some people would like want to, like, I know some people who got their dreads sewn back in, like they've regrown their hair and then sewed their old dreads back into their
Ew.
regrown hair.
Wow.
Nasty.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Story number 3, I
It's your
guess.
hair. I don't understand.
I wash it
There's
every
people
day.
that will go to the fucking beauty supply store and buy other people's hair and sew it into their hair. I don't see what's wrong with
People got horses' hair in their hair.
You saw the boxer that got his fucking toupee knocked off over the weekend? Like, what the fuck?
Wait, who got his toupee knocked off?
I don't know his name, but there was a boxing fight at Madison Square Garden, and the dude got his toupee knocked clean off.
Hilarious.
It was like flapping at one point. Then he decided to take it off and throw it into the crowd. And he won the fight.
That's what he won. He's like,
He won the fight.
he whacked me down. Yeah, he took a whole pound off the top of his head. He's probably moving way fast.
That guy took 2 losses, the match and genetics.
What's story number 3?
Let's go.
All right, story number 3. I got caught stealing condoms.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna go with Tasia. What's your defense?
Stealing?
I got caught stealing condoms.
It's stealing.
All right.
Yes, no, it's crime. Or else it would be I bought condoms.
It wasn't me because I'm a Christian, so I've never stolen anything. I'm a good person.
Tasia, I lived a very privileged life.
She's like, you're holding that gun wrong.
Got 2 bodies.
Yeah.
Manny.
2 people
Monty,
died.
what's your defense?
Never lived
That story wasn't me because just thinking you need condoms sounds like you're about to have sex, and I wasn't having sex before marriage, and so after marriage I'm not even having a lot of sex. So yeah.
Do you have any kids, Monty?
I don't.
What?
He has no
I
sense.
don't know why I thought I met some of your kids before. I thought I met your kids at the murder mic.
My wife
I
is-
guess I'm wrong.
My wife is Mexican, so you probably just assumed any kid nearby was.
This is the first time I've met your wife, so I wouldn't have, but I could have sworn you brought a son to murder mic before, but I guess I'm wrong.
No, yeah, I definitely don't have kids.
Alright, that's fair. Okay,
I
so this
definitely
is,
like the big
and
league.
Anthony, you don't have kids either.
I don't have kids.
Okay, so this
Thank
could be
God
any
he don't
of the
got
three.
kids, bro.
Could be any of the 3 of us.
This wasn't me because I always got my free condoms from the Planned Parenthood I actually have a funny story about that. Me and my best friend went to Planned Parenthood to get free condoms, and they gave us two brown paper bags full of condoms. And he had never had sex yet, and I was having sex, and so I took his condoms as well. That's why I brought them. And they gave me like 5 condoms. They gave him like 25 condoms. I'm like, dude, do they think I'm ugly? They're like, this guy's not fucking at all.
See, Tasia, this is how you sell your privileged life. You go to Planned Parenthood to get your condom. That's privilege right there, all right?
They keep those far away from the hood.
I ain't never seen a Planned Parenthood.
That's why they need them.
That should just say abortion clinic where I come from. You just go in there and get it done. Alright, I'm done.
Bro, this is the last.
That shit right next to
me, bro.
it's a Target, an abortion clinic, and a liquor store right there in the same shopping center.
You guys are all proud of
You
the
go
Target
right
too.
there and get your job.
The Target is just your buddy who has the green light.
You gotta go into
It's not
Target
even
and get a
store.
pillow and a blanket before you go into the joint, because it might be a little cold in there. And then when you get done, you just go get you a drink and go home.
Pick up a Gatorade in advance or some shit.
I don't know. I'm joking. Like,
I don't know. Have you ever been to a Planned Parenthood?
they don't. I've never seen one. I'm dead ass about that part now.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm serious about that
I've
part.
actually only ever seen a Planned Parenthood in the hood. Like, they're only on MLK.
She protests
Never
at
seen
them all
one.
the time. She's like, shut it down.
Tasia does most of her comedy
Never seen
performing
one.
for the line at Planned Parenthood. She's like, don't be sad, girls. Don't be sad. So come on, cheer up. Knock, knock. Who's there at your kid?
It's a rap that I got a bar that's like I've
At
never
least you
seen a
got
Planned
some.
Parenthood because nobody ever planned to be a parent in the hood. I don't know who said that though. I want to say Kanye, but I hope it's not.
Nah, bro, you said it.
No, that's not my
Is that
bar.
right now?
I wouldn't take advantage of that. That's not my bar. That's a bar, but that's not my bar.
Okay, so
All right, so all right. Who is it? Who's the last one to say who I did it then?
me.
Okay, you were the last one?
Yeah.
Because you went to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't steal from.
Thank you for smiling.
This is a good one. Because nobody has kids here. So it seems like everybody believed in safe sex growing up. That's why this one's hard.
I had
No pun
celibacy.
intended. No pun intended with that. No
My
good.
celibacy was my choice.
And having kids doesn't mean you're celibate. It just means you don't get people pregnant.
In my case,
I don't have kids.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anyone pregnant yet.
And also, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel Tasia out because I don't see girls stealing condoms. It's always like
You sure?
Tasia seems like she's Tasia seems like she's hooking up with unprepared dudes.
I mean,
So I know where I got it.
in my situations, the girl's like, you bring condoms, if not, you ain't getting none. You can go the fuck home. But it's never like I brought.
She'd
I
be
mean,
like-
maybe sometimes, but it's more likely did you bring them.
She'd be like, yeah, it feels better without whatever. Open that drawer.
No, yeah, that is usually how it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you, man. I'm gonna
With
go
me?
you. Yeah, man. From back in the day when you was a kid.
hey.
That's a very 80s thing to do.
I was born in 1990.
I'm sorry, me too.
Damn,
me too.
1990?
I'm also. Man, that's the second time you done dissed my age since we've been. You know, this man asked me earlier, oh, you was alive for 9/11? Nigga, yes, what do you mean? I was alive.
I mean, me too, but I was a baby. I was like barely there. I was like, all right, Bonzi, what's going on?
If you were born in 2001, your parents felt like that was the first worst thing to happen that year. That was a 9/11 joke. Sorry, it didn't work. You were probably a beautiful child. Yeah, that was me. It was my parents were going on vacation, and I thought that was like gonna be my opportunity to experience for the first time the joys of sex, right? I was told that if you steal to buy something as well, so it's like a cover, you know. So
Why did you just buy the condom?
I stole the condom because I was in junior high. I
There's
stole.
not an age limit.
Yeah, I was pretty dumb. I also didn't hook up that weekend either, and my parents didn't leave yet. So
You got caught.
I got caught.
He jumped the gun, bro.
Yeah,
jumped
she
the
was
gun.
like, she
Right, he just
security.
How old were
too
you?
excited.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was like 14.
Yeah, you just made a
13.
bad move. You was too young.
Yeah, I was too young. I didn't know it was
a bad move.
And the security guard was like, "Oh, you decided to buy it?" And then she opened my bag to just see like a Butterfingers, and I was like, she's like, "Oh." She opened up. They had me on camera, just like sliding them down my pants, and Durex, a brand I stick to this day, and.
Dude, your dad, you didn't look for your dad's condoms?
No, my dad.
You think his dad uses condoms?
My dad's
Bro,
a man.
all dads
Just
use
say they had
condoms.
parents. They don't use condoms with
My parents are married.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
bro.
Parents are married, so they don't use condoms.
Your dad sounds lame, dude.
No, my dad sounds like he doesn't want another headache. That's
Your
what he
dad sounds like he's having an affair.
But no, at 14, I definitely knew I could walk in the store and
Oh,
buy
actually,
condoms
actually,
and
that's-
nobody was going to say anything
actually,
to
that's
me.
not true.
I knew that for sure.
Actually, they were in my
alcohol,
mom's
it's not
drawer.
cigarettes.
The condoms were in my mom's drawer.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, probably. Fuck.
Did we all just realize that Carlos's mom was a whore? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not mine, yours.
Unless
Is.
she's like wrapping up a
How dare you,
kid.
how dare you talk smack about my mom?
That was a solid comeback, though. I was like, wait, this is how it feels to be said that?
So this is like 04, like 2004.
Yeah,
I was like 3 years old.
yeah.
Sneak
Oh,
this?
9. Yeah, this was like,
Pre-Obama?
this was like
Pre-Obama.
2003 or something like that.
The
Yeah.
George Bush days, bro.
Yeah, 04. Yeah, this is 04. And they called my parents and they had to come pick me up. And my parents were very upset with me. And I didn't get to have sex. I did get all the shame from my family. And my mom asked me why. And my answer was, it was like a
Wanted to have sex. What do you mean, why?
I tried to avoid the sex. I was like, not because I'm having sex.
What?
He was like,
no condoms. What
he
else
was
would
like-
it be for? To blow them up? Like, what the fuck? Make
Nah,
it
he was like, I was
blow
planning
up?
on jerking off, mom. Chill.
The condom?
The other things Monty was buying was like a banana, a cucumber, some duct tape, lube.
Only thing you could say is it was for
Love.
somebody else. Like, I was taking them for somebody else. That's your best bet.
A book that says how to install like a pipe to a wall so you can just throw back onto it.
Did you know what you was going to do with them?
Yeah, there was a specific girl I was gonna ask to kick it with.
What I'm saying, was that going to be your first
Wait,
time?
what?
I didn't know which way they rolled down, if that's what you're asking.
So that was going to be your first experience.
Yeah, I was shooting for that.
You was
It wasn't until an entire 3 years later that I got my chance.
Wait.
No,
Who
17 is a good age, though. We got to
Who
stop acting
canceled?
like people.
Who canceled
Yeah,
this?
that's a good age.
Who
That's a good
canceled
age.
You shouldn't be doing it that young.
Yeah.
I thought of getting the condom before even asking the girl out on a date. I was like planning 7 steps ahead. I had no game.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So
My
you
wife
didn't even
asked
know
me.
she was down either. You
I
just
had no
yeah,
idea.
that's rough. That's rough.
It seemed cool.
Supposed to be planned for
Seemed
your
cool.
first time.
Take to a female. Not cool at all, actually.
Yeah. Cool.
That'd be so funny if the whole time Taylor was like, damn, Monty's so cool.
You said you bought the Butterfinger?
I bought the Butterfinger. My fat ass got the Butterfinger.
Still the condoms. I guess the Butterfinger.
I they thought
is
you were gonna put the condom on the butterfinger.
Yeah, you could have gone with that.
Yeah.
I was
Mom,
actually
I was gonna
stuffing
sit
them.
on it, I swear.
I was stuffing them into my pants, and then someone walked down the aisle. So then I turned around real quick to another person in the aisle. So I had multiple witnesses. They had me on camera.
Dude, you should have been like, bro, don't snitch. Chill.
I'll buy you a butterfinger if you don't snitch.
That's a terrible way to
Alright.
That's a terrible way to knock some
Story,
pussy.
story number 4. Story number 4. My homie and I went to a grocery store before a Halloween party. He was dressed as a Crip. A real Crip confronted him in the grocery store and ran off without me. The Crip kept me company while I waited. He was actually pretty cool. The reason he ran was because he was on parole and didn't want to go back to prison.
So this is Tasia?
Yeah. At first I knew it wasn't me, so I thought it was Anthony because the use of the word homie. I was like, that
Yeah.
sounds like a Mexican thing to say. You know? But then once we got into Crip understanding and association, I was like, oh, this is Tasia all day.
And she said she was from Nevada earlier. That's a West Coast, very West Coast thing to do.
That's where Crips moved to live after living in LA.
Wait, weren't you
Yeah,
living
when
in
they
Cali?
retired from
Yeah, I was in Cali, but Crips relocated to LA.
when they retired from Krypton, they moved to
You also
Nevada.
live in Cali.
Yeah, I'm from LA.
Oh, this could be.
There's lots of
Why is
Crips.
it
Oh
me?
shit.
This could
Yeah,
be
they
you.
like.
This could be you too.
There's no Mexican
Whoa.
Crips.
I didn't know Anthony lived in LA. I thought it was
Yeah,
like-
yeah. These people motherfuckers
Like
were like,
Wisconsin or some shit like that. I didn't know where the fuck.
It's your sweater collar combo.
No,
Yeah,
here's
it
the
is.
thing. There is gang violence in Vegas, right? But it's not like Bloods and Crips. It's like they have different.
It's
they
definitely
have-
Bloods and
I feel like
I don't believe that at
I feel
all.
like Bloods and Crips is more of like a California kind of a
Yeah.
thing.
That's right in the
It's
bag
actually
with your
true.
privileged life. I don't believe it.
Thank you all for letting us be part of the end of your night. I hope you have a great afternoon. Huh? Who's your bet on who's gonna win?
Me?
Seahawks. Any, many, many, vote.
Oh,
Hey.
nice.
I'm up one.
he's losing.
Okay. It
So
wasn't-
why wasn't it you, Monty? Let's talk.
Yeah,
Why wasn't it you?
Yeah, Monty, why wasn't it you?
I think it wasn't me because it was obviously Tasia. That's my stance, you know.
Now we're
But,
That's not a good. That's
Now
not
we're
a
telling
good
on people.
rebuttal.
it wasn't me because again, we're talking about parties, friends. These are all things that have never been associated with me. You know, parties, friends. Yeah, I'm stealing condoms. I have no friends. You know.
Yeah.
Crips. That's way too cool for my repertoire. You know. No gang associates are talking with me or keeping me company.
All the Crips I knew were cripples.
Well,
It wasn't me.
the girl who seen two people get shot, why weren't you in the gas station with the Crip?
I wasn't.
Was this before or after the two people you saw get shot?
No, I just told you there's not in Vegas. It's not really like a thing. Like I said, there's gangs, but they usually are like made up gang. They're not like it's not like generational gangs.
It's like casino
It's
games.
yeah, like it's
They're Italian
like,
gangs, mafia, bro.
everyone like when I was in high school, everybody was like in a gang. So like there would just be groups of guys who all like had guns and would do like rob people and whatever, but they weren't like considered like Crips or Bloods or anything. Like they had their own gang names.
So that you had gang
I mean-
wannabes who would
Yeah.
like maybe dress up as gang members for a whole.
Well,
No, that's believable because that is believable because where I come from, it's more territorial than gang. It's like neighborhood violence than gang violence. So
Yeah.
that's believable. But bordering California, where the Crips and Bloods were originated, that's the part that's unbelievable. Anthony, Planned Parenthood guy, why were you not in the gas station with Crips, your homies?
Because I don't know which one's red and which one's blue.
That one over there is reddish in the family.
No, I mean, I don't, well, blood is red, right? Blood is red, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I grew up in Burbank, not Compton, which is like an hour and a half away.
They're pretty close.
I lived in Compton.
Also, if I
Yeah, you live in
could,
Compton?
I lived in Compton for 4 years.
Oh.
And you know not to pretend to be Crip in Compton. You just. So.
yeah.
That's fair. Especially back then.
Can I just
Boys and
say
girls.
one more thing about Tasia?
Why are we telling on
It feels like there's a lot of deflecting happening.
Well, hold on, because I just think it's funny that like the guy hung out with you afterwards, because that sounds like he's like, hey, are you gang affiliated? Wait a second, who's this girl? Hi, what, let me introduce myself and hang out for a little bit.
If I'm just being honest, again, Tasia, this sounds like pretty girl privilege. This sounds like a guy was trying to impress you
Turns out the
by
Crip
being
was
a
cool.
Crip, and he ran into a real Crip and got scared.
Who was also trying to impress you, the
And
real
then
Crip.
the real Crip, actually, no, the real Crip was probably just minding his business. And then when the fake Crip ran off and left the pretty girl, the real Crip was like, oh, well, I mean, you might as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to have to go with Tasia again on this one. Pretty girl privilege is dangerous sometimes, I'm telling you.
Tasia's next story. I had a period once.
Pretty girl privilege is dangerous, bro. I got a sister. I gotta let her know. Like, you just can't be walking around pretty, you'll get yourself in trouble.
Go ahead, Tasia. Tell us a story that we've already explained to probably exact detail.
So, one, Carlos didn't even tell the story word for word how I sent it to him, but
Dude, that was gonna be so obvious.
I get.
He was just gonna, he hung out with you
Anyway,
until your homie came back.
okay. So it was a guy that I was dating, and yeah, we had gone to the grocery store, and we were actually with his other friend who had like gone somewhere else in the grocery store, and then this guy came up to us and asked him like where he was from, and he wouldn't answer him. And he was like, I just need to know where you're from. Like, if you're gonna be wearing that shit, I need to know like where you stay at. And so he just ran away. And then
Your boyfriend?
Yep,
Your
yeah.
boyfriend abandoned you?
and then the guy just like the Crip, he like looked at me and he went, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I did not realize that your boyfriend was just gonna run off on you like that. That's crazy. And I was like, yeah, no, that is crazy. And then I had
He was
to like
chivalrous. He's like, my lady.
right. And mind you, this Crip was homeless. Like he was outside of the grocery store.
A
that we were
homeless
at.
Crip?
Yeah. And-
Crip just needed a crib.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta focus on one thing or the other. You can't gangbang and be homeless, bro. You gotta focus. Like, lock in, my nigga.
I didn't even know that was allowed. I thought it was like you could sell like drugs or I don't know, do violence. But
He's staying in these streets, literally.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like,
And
this
so
is my neighborhood because the bus stop is here.
right. So he literally like so the Crip just like stayed with me because he was like, well, I'm not gonna like leave you alone to wait for your man to come back. And I was like, oh well, I guess that's kind of nice. And then I had to go find his friend in the grocery store because he didn't even tell his friend that he ran off. So I had to go find his friend in the grocery store, and then I met up with him, and I was like, hey, so he left us, and he was like, oh, that's weird. And I was like, yeah, that's your friend. And then an hour later, he came back, and he like picked us up, and he was like, hey, sorry, I'm actually on parole, and so I can't get into any altercations. And I didn't even know that he had been to prison, so that was some new information. Yeah, and so we broke up that night, understandably.
Okay, wise decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, and type your guys that you date name and like the state that you're in case search. Before I even do that with women, like you got a case search. these
Yeah, you got a
people,
case search. Yeah, you got a case search your woman too.
You got a case search every fucking body,
Everybody,
bro.
bro.
That's so funny.
Type of me in case search, get that information. Everybody.
Carlos, you're like, damn, Tasia's on parole?
All you need is first and last name, like first
I
last
shouldn't have
name.
been singing. It's also pretty bad because he was maybe like 22 and I was 16. So
is this Anthony's friend that you were
Yeah, it was
dating?
actually Anthony's
Yeah, it was
friend.
Anthony.
Me and Anthony were in the grocery store.
It was me. I'm like, I can't believe Jordan did that shit to you. That's fucking crazy.
I still think he was faking crypto impression. That's just what guys do.
Was that a white guy?
No.
Oh, okay. And
Everyone was black in the situation.
Okay.
All right, story number 5.
I got
What's the score right now?
3-0-1-0. 3 for Big Lee, 1 for Anthony. Tasia and Monty have 0.
Round of applause for Big Lee from wife, please.
Good job.
Like how your wife doesn't have a name. It's just, thanks, wife. Appreciate your woman.
Story number 5. I broke into my high school at night to vandalize a shitty teacher's classroom.
This also is a very older person thing to do. Yeah.
All right, Tasia, what's your
How old do you think I am?
Dude, you old as fuck.
Tasia's such a nerd. She went to school.
Well, you're
after
much
hours.
older than Carlos and Tate.
No, I already didn't like being at school. There's no way that I would have broken in to do some shit like that.
That's not something black people do.
You
You
know
get our
what,
ass
though?
beat for that.
I will say at my high school, the like senior prank that I was not involved in got like several people sent to jail.
Because you would have got your ass beat, right?
Well, no, because they vandalized the school. Like
And
it was like
you knew that if
hardcore.
your parents found out, you would have got your ass beat for that.
I just didn't have any interest. I was like, it's late at night. I'm cool. I'm gonna be asleep, but y'all handle that.
Anthony?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
This wasn't me because I wasn't with the cool kids in school, and the cool kids did really lame
This isn't a
pranks.
cool thing to do here.
Nah, that's not a cool thing to do.
No, I don't think it's cool. I said it was lame because they would do stuff like they'd paint like there was a big bee there's a big hill in Burbank where there's a bee. They would paint it like blue or red to sort of like establish dominance of like, this is our city. And it's like,
Bloods and Crips.
yeah, that's another thing because our school colors were blue and red.
Oh,
And
It's
so
very patriotic.
They were trying to
unified.
unify the whole,
Yeah.
whole school, bro.
All of LA.
my white ass school. My school wasn't that way.
Were y'all the
But, like,
Patriots? Or that the logo?
Nah, they were the Wildcats.
Burbank is
The Generals.
Bulldogs, and then Burroughs was Indians.
Wow.
Monty, what's your defense?
It wasn't me because I had a great relationship with all my teachers. I didn't have many friends, so teachers might have asked me to leave the class when their responsibility was done with me, you know. But I was definitely trying to hang out in the class during lunch break and break, you know.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah.
Were you flirting with your teachers or something? What are you doing?
I did have a teacher that I would flirt with a lot, and she was digging
What was
it.
his name?
Yeah, no.
I hope she wasn't digging it. I really did.
No, yeah, it wasn't me because I don't know. Breaking into a school sounds like jumping over a fence, and I can't do that to this day. So yeah, there's a lot of like barriers where it wasn't me.
Literal barriers.
Yeah, fence. You know, bad relationship with teacher.
Yeah, a 3-foot fence.
I've never seen a school surrounded by a fence in my life. Like, why is the school fenced
Wait, what?
off?
Really?
Fenced schools.
Fenced schools?
How old are you, man?
I've seen metal detectors in school, but not fenced off.
Big Lee's like the fence is already around the
They got
prison.
barbed wire around the school too. Now, I've been in schools with metal detectors, but I've never seen it fenced off. Okay, so here we go. I'm canceling
More
Tasia
child
out of this
molesters in our
one.
area.
I don't think it was Tasia in this one. I'm gonna go with Anthony.
Wow.
It was Monty.
I was Monty. Man, I wasn't kicking it with no teachers. Shit. Shit. Why? So they could tell me I didn't do my homework? What
That
the
also
fuck?
was a very 90s thing to do, honestly.
Yeah. No, so we had this one teacher, and he kicked a friend of mine out of class for acting a fool. And when my friend walked out the class, the teacher said, "Pay attention, kids. That's what happens when you grow up without a father." Yeah. And my buddy found out later. He's like, "I have a dad, and he'll meet you in the parking lot and whoop your fucking ass," you know. And I was like, "Damn!" So I asked my buddy if he would like unlock the window on the way out. And then at night, a couple buddies of mine, we all went into the school and then just like vandalized his classroom. I actually left with his projector. This is back when projectors were new. Gave it to my father for Father's Day.
I was thinking of like the big ones with like the see-through piece of paper.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
giant
the overhead.
Overhead projector. No. Yeah, this was like the
80
beginning.
pounds.
This projector had one of those like yellow, those like blue plugins that you had to screw into the computer
Oh,
on the
yeah.
side. Yeah, and I gave it to my dad for
Your
Father's
dad didn't
Day.
ask where it came from?
He actually saw it said property of Lamarada School District, and he
You
made
were
me-
a little thief, my nigga.
No,
Like,
yeah, well, I wanted the souvenir, and actually what I did is there was a local gang, so I wrote the gang letters all over the classroom so that they would look towards those people in school instead of us to kind of
you
to cut them off my
framed the
trail.
gang.
No, I framed the local gang for this
What was the
this
gang?
vandalism.
The Bloods.
Yeah, it was BLM, Barrio La Mirada, which is funny because Barrio Norwalk is way scarier. But yeah, I put it to like the weakest gang in the neighborhood, blamed it on them. We got away with it. It was pretty cool.
Wait, your dad didn't tell them that you stole the projector?
My dad told me to get rid of. Dad told me he was proud of me. He said, "But you probably don't know this, but whoever you got this projector from actually stole it. It was real nice of you to give me this gift."
Oh,
I
so your
love you,
dad
son.
didn't know you stole.
He didn't know. He's
Okay.
like,
Gotta
"But
wait times, too."
you need to get rid of it." I was like, "No, actually, Dad, I'm a hero because this teacher's a jerk, and we broke into his classroom." He's like, "You fucking stupid! Why are you telling me this shit? Why are you doing this stupid shit? Get this shit out of my house." So I sold the projector to someone for a bunch of ecstasy and mushrooms.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
It was still a win at the end.
Also something I've never done. I've done shrooms, but not ecstasy.
Yeah.
Story number 6. My family members used to beat up people for drug dealers. Anthony, go
Is
ahead.
everyone Tasia? Goddamn.
Taja's mom is white. There's no way she's. I don't know. Maybe. Could be one of those
Also
scary.
black.
This is me because I don't have gang members in my family. It's fucking stupid.
Anthony messed up and said,
Beat up
"This
people
is
for
me."
what now? What was beat up people
For
what?
drug dealers.
For drug
So
dealers.
I guess they were for hire.
For drug dealers.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I
Okay,
guess they were like,
yeah, they were like the APA and from
I guess,
WWF back in the day.
For what?
You didn't watch? You remember the Acolyte Protection Agency from wrestling back in the
I
day?
didn't watch wrestling.
Oh, it was like Farouk and Bradshaw, and you could hire them to like fuck up wrestlers.
For you.
They were also wrestlers though, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like that.
Okay.
So wait, is the family?
The
is-
family was hired to beat up drug dealers.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Tasha's pretending like she didn't submit the story.
I-
So wait,
I-
the family?
What's a gang?
I lived a very
I-
privileged life.
I come from a family of drug dealers, so we weren't the ones beating anyone up. We were hiring people to beat people up.
Drug dealers beat up other drug dealers.
No,
That
they
is
hire
true.
people to beat up other drug
Tell
dealers.
us about the economy, Tasha. The drug dealer to whoop ass economy.
Yeah, why would you beat up people yourself when you could hire other people to beat them up?
For the low price of some meth.
Right.
Yeah. This is my crack
Cut out
smoking
the
hand.
middleman.
Yeah.
Mozzie, what about you?
This story wasn't me because my family is not strong enough to do things like that.
Oh, just like you can't jump over a fence?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had. Shut your fucking mouth, Tasha.
Yeah. Son's a 7-foot guy from Compton.
Yeah, this story wasn't me because violence is just not our thing. We're hoping to have sex maybe and keeping condoms for multiple years to do so. We're definitely not a fighting drug members, drug dealers, people who owe money to drugs. No.
Just
This-
vandalism.
No. It was once in my life. I was
It's a
trying to get.
misdemeanor kind of family.
I was discovering what kind of person I was, Tasia. It was freshman
A
year.
thief and a vandalizer.
Yeah.
The only theft I've done since then is stealing my wife's heart.
Oh. She stole it back.
That was a good way to that was a good way to save it. That was a good way to save it.
Babe, please do me another favor.
Okay, so
Yeah, Bigley, who is it?
coming from the dad who wanted him to get rid of the projector that he stole, I don't think his family would be beating up drug dealers.
We're lame.
His family didn't even want stolen property in their house.
They're not drug dealers. They don't want stolen property.
That's good.
And also going back to Planned Parenthood kid here. And it seems like all the violent stories are coming from Tasia. Like we got people getting shot and we got Crips.
Any legit street cred is coming from Tasia.
Seems like it, so I'm gonna have
We're finding out that we're pussies and Tasia's the bigger.
I have
the
to go
bigger
with
OG.
Tasia again on this one. Oh,
No, it was me.
This was actually
What
Anthony
you?
Martin.
Yeah, so my older sister used to acquire drugs with other people, and then she ended up selling weed in like high school. And if I'm remembering correctly, sometimes like the guys who were selling weed would bring girls around, and if they didn't like put out, then they'd be like, "We'll pay for your weed," and they'd be like, "No," and then they'd send my sister around, they'd beat their ass. And my sister had like, I shit you not, like big ass hands. Like I'd see her come home and she'd have like beat up knuckles. She'd bare knuckles, and she was in shape. Like it's crazy.
Bro, how much is she getting paid
so
for this?
your
I have no idea.
sister,
She's probably just like doing it
For free?
For free, yeah.
She just
For the
wanted to
love of
smoke.
the game.
she just wanted to smoke, bro.
So she's a fraternal twin of my brother. They're two twins, and they're technically my god siblings. Their mom and their parents are dead, and my mom was their godmother. And I know the kind of beatings I got from my brother, and I think my sister was passing those out for free. Because she would get into fights. People they also went to high school around the time that show Yo Mama was on TV, and so they'd be like Yo Mom, and they literally watched their mom die of like some weird disease, and then she'd be like shut the fuck up, and then she'd like have to fight a guy. Like she'd fight anybody. She's fucking crazy.
Alright, I think we have time for one more story. Does the story count as like more points or not? This story counts as 4 points.
Big Lee, are you trying to? I don't know. Big Lee's pretty much earned his money so far.
This story is worth 4 points.
Damn, Big Lee. You want him to gamble your money like that? I leave it up to you, man, because you're in the lead.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take the gamble.
You'll take the gamble?
I'll take the
Because
gamble.
as of now, you're the winner of $50.
And the Mexican Jesus.
Oh no, the Mexican Jesus goes to best story.
Oh, okay.
$50 goes to the most points. But if you're
Okay.
trying to, for suspense, put it out there, you could make the next story win the money. But that's your money, G. So I want it. I wouldn't force it on you.
Fucking, let's do the story, man. Let's do the story.
I went on a date with a girl and it was going well, so we went back to her place. She wanted to go for a swim, but I didn't have a bathing suit, so I just swam in my underwear. Her phone was stolen by someone at the pool, and I watched her yell at and punch a grown man while his friends watched.
But real quick, are you gambling or not, brother?
Yes.
You are gambling.
Our
Okay,
score is
cool.
worth 4 points.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anybody's game.
I want to say this can't be Tasia, but Tasia probably date a hot chick, you know?
Yeah, it definitely date women.
Yeah, you
I
could
think
have
said hot
corrected
chick.
that.
At no point
Huh?
did it say it was a hot girl.
I just think it's automatically hot that you're dating a chick. I was like, Tasia.
True, yeah. I don't think hot girls punch older, or what
Yeah,
is
that's
it?
You'd
scary.
be surprised.
A grown man.
You'd be surprised.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely, hot girls. hit
It was
grown
Anthony's
men.
sister,
Yeah.
actually.
I've seen it. Yeah, no.
This story wasn't me because I grew up fat and then I got skinny for like 6 years, but I still thought I was fat. So I'm not inviting people to the pool. You know, if I am near a pool, I'm wearing my shirt. You know, so I'm not. I wasn't going on dates with chicks around pools. If anything, I would try to take a chick to a cold area where I can wear more layers. Because I look better in layers,
Yeah.
not shirtless.
Want to go to Dairy Queen in Antarctica?
Anthony?
Take it. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Anthony, go.
This wasn't me. Can you say the story one more time?
Yeah, suspicious.
Yeah, Anthony, what's up? I went on a date with a girl and it was going well, so we went back to her place. She wanted to go for a swim, but I didn't have a bathing suit, so I just swam in my underwear. Her phone was stolen by someone at the pool, and I watched her yell at and punch a grown man while his friends watched.
Depending on where I was in my life, this isn't me because A, I would have, one, not gone swimming at all or gone naked. Especially if I was trying to hook up with this girl, I would have just been like, check it out. I'm going naked.
But there's other...
Two, if she punched the lady, I would be like, this reminds me of my sister, I'm not into this. Or if she punched a man, I would have been like, nah, I'm not into this. So yeah, that's not me.
All right, Tasia.
Okay, this isn't me because one, I've never been on a date with a woman. I've done things with women. I've never been on a date with one.
Skip the date part, straight to action. We gotta fuck all that dating, shorty.
I thought she was gonna
Also-
say she keeps that bathing suit on her at all times.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna go swimming in. Well, wait, did it say went back to her place? Why are there other people there? Was it like a public?
Like I'm assuming it's like an
I don't
apartment.
know.
It's on her place.
I'm
Sounds
assuming
like she
it's
got a
like an
phone
apartment
stolen.
pool. Like my apartment complex has a pool, and you know,
Okay, so if it's a public pool, I'm not getting in my underwear and bra in a public pool and there's men at the pool. Like, that's, yeah. And then also, if I watch some girl like straight up punch a man, I would have married her. So, yeah.
That sounds like a girl you date.
Again, never dated a woman.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, Monty, have you gone? Oh, yeah, you...
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's gone.
So here we go. All right, I don't believe it's Tasia here, just based off the description of the story. I don't believe it's Monty because I don't think he would. He doesn't just seem like to take his shirt off and jump in the pool with the girl. However, Anthony, I know he's into fitness. He's into a little bit of decent things. I have to go with Anthony on this one.
Woo!
What? It was Tasia.
It
It was
me.
Tasia.
That's the one story that doesn't have violence. That's about you.
It did have there was punching involved.
There was punching.
Oh, yeah, there was punching.
There
There
was
was.
punching.
It wasn't
Yeah,
all right.
no,
Nobody
yeah.
got killed in this one as well. Okay. All right.
Nobody died.
No, he died.
Yeah, no, I did. I went on a date. This is the one time I ever went on a date with a girl. And she was super hot. She was very hot. And we went back to her like apartment complexes, like pool, and there was like she lived in a very fancy place because it had like 3 separate pools. So like there were people off in like the far end of the pool, and she's like, they're not even gonna see us. And I was like, okay, because she was hot, so I just listened to her. And when we took off our clothes and whatever, she'd put her phone.
Slow down.
She put her phone on top of her clothes. And I had put all of my my wallet, my phone, like underneath my clothes. So, and these guys had like walked by, and we didn't like notice because we were in the pool. So we got out, she couldn't find it. She's like, hey, can I use your phone to call mine? I was like, of course. And we had already asked the guys, we were like, hey, did you see a phone around? They're like, no, we didn't see anything. I'm like, oh shit. We call her phone, and she hears it ringing like in this guy's pocket. So she goes over to him, and she was like, I know that my phone is in your pocket. Give it to me. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, give me the fucking phone. And so he was like, whatever, you're tripping. Gives me the phone. She goes, yeah, that's what the fuck I thought. And she punches him like down. Like he was sitting, like his legs were in the pool, and she was above him, and she just decked his shit. And his friends just looked at him. They were like, whoa, you're fucking crazy. And she was like, yeah, I am fucking crazy. Who else wants to get hit? And they were like, no, we're good. And yeah, and that was.
It was just.
That was my sister.
No. That was Anthony's sister.
Did your friend have a bathing suit, or was she also in her?
Yeah, no, she didn't. She was just like, well, I don't want you to feel alone, so I'll just, yeah.
I like how she beat up some dude in her underwear. She's like,
Yeah.
she's chilling in her underwear. She's like, what?
No, yeah, she was very scary.
She does one of those moves where she grabs her toy like what? On grip.
Dang. Well, there it is. Big Lee, man, a gambling man. He did it for the house. Go ahead and read out our scoreboard.
Big Lee with 3 points. Tasia with 4. Monty with 1. And Anthony with 2. I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally you go from the lowest to the highest.
My bad.
for
My bad.
suspense.
Yo, I'm tired as fuck.
Let's get a round of applause for all the stories tonight. Super solid stories.
Wait, so who gets to decide the best story?
Wait, also who won? Because
Tasia won with
Okay.
4 points.
Okay.
Big Lee in second with 3. Anthony in third with 2. Again.
Let's give
And then Monty with 1.
Let's give a round of applause for Big Lee for being a gambling man, putting the game out there, letting the story win. And let's give a round of applause for Tasia. She won, and she had a bunch of amazing stories tonight. I'll add the sound effects later. Here we have.
Oh shit, my bad.
Here we have. No, yeah, I'm just embarrassed with my wife and one other nice person in the crowd. It was crazy crowded before you got here.
And then we started. Everyone left.
Yeah. So $50 prize for most points goes to Tasia Reed, y'all. Big Lee, I gotta ask you, who had the best story? Which was the best story?
Man, that's a good question.
What's your favorite story?
Yeah, what was your favorite story?
My favorite story. Okay, so is it just based on what Carlos read, or is it the description of what happened afterwards?
Description.
Yeah, I like all of that.
Based off the description of what happened afterwards, I would probably say Monty and his dad with the projector and not wanting the projector afterwards. Telling him to get rid of the projector. So yeah, that's what I would have to say on that one.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Monty wins Juan Pablo.
And-
The statue of Juan Pablo.
The saint of Juan Pablo.
$16.99 on the bottom.
Yeah. I bought it.
He's gonna return it. He's gonna return it after this. It's like I won $16.99.
I stole the projector. My dad didn't want me to keep it in the house.
Yeah, you're
Well, you
saying.
bought this.
I've changed my ways. All right, guys, that's been a podcast episode. Thank you. A round of applause for everyone in the audience. You did great.
Thanks, Monty's wife.
Thanks, babe.
Thanks, Mrs. Monty's wife.
She's great. Her name's Ari.
And one more time for our bartender. Yeah.
Bartenders.
Nice. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Best story. Look at me.
Take this basket.
No, I can't.
Take these.